Welcome back everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make my freezer staple, which is pork and shrimp wontons. This is the recipe and you can hit pause and take a screenshot. You'll need some dried shiitake mushrooms. These are dried so they're really hard. You can store them in the freezer and take it out and let them soak in some hot water. So what this does is, it rehydrates the mushrooms. One of the tricks that my grandma tells me is to put a spoonful of sesame oil whenever you're rehydrating your shiitake mushrooms. So you'll just put a tablespoon of sesame oil into the hot water and it will seep through the mushroom and give it a very fragrant flavor. Leave it aside for 10 to 15 minutes until they're nice and plump. So I'm using IQF frozen shrimp. IQF just means individually quick frozen. It's basically the same thing as flash freezing. They were frozen individually and stay separated when it's frozen. I'm gonna use a handful of these and just leave it out to thaw, maybe around 30 minutes. And here I'm using some Australian pork. This is minced pork. For those of you who don't eat pork, you can also substitute this with minced chicken. So this pack of minced pork is around 300 grams and without this black thing. Let's get back to the mushroom. So after 15 minutes, your mushroom will be nice, plump, and it will be a little kind of squishy and fun to play with. So you're gonna squeeze out all the excess water. You don't want any of the liquid to go into your wonton filling. I'm gonna cut off all the stems of the mushroom. If you're finding it hard to use a knife like me, you can also use a pair of kitchen scissors. They are wonderful, they work on everything. Stack them together and slice them, and then rotate them and then cut into cubes. I've also prepared some minced garlic. Once your shrimp have thawed completely, take them out and cut them into cubes or chunks or however big or small you want them. I normally chop up one shrimp to about 5 parts. So now we're going to mix everything together. You combine the pork with the shrimp. And then next you'll add in the mushroom and also the minced garlic. Add in a little over a tablespoon of sesame oil. Next, I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos. Or maybe a little extra. Coconut aminos taste amazing. So it's a little salty and a little sweet, but it's not from sugar, it's from coconut. I'm gonna add in a sprinkle of white pepper. And of course, don't forget your sea salt. This is 2 pinches of coarse sea salt. And the last thing I use is garlic powder. Just sprinkle that all over and then give it a really good mix. When everything is combined, add in the egg whites and then mix again to incorporate everything. For this, I'm using wonton skin. They are yellow in color and usually square, and they are much thinner compared to dumpling skins, which are white in color. Get everything ready and aligned, and you'll need some water to seal the wontons. I'm gonna show you how I assemble my wonton. So you need a small teaspoon, and you'll scoop the filling right into the center of the dumpling. And then wet your finger and slide it over two sides of the wonton skin, and then fold it to make a triangle. Make sure to seal the filling flush so you don't get any air bubbles inside your wonton. And then turn them around and stretch those two ends, put some water and seal it tight. So you want to pinch it really tight so they stay together and they won't fall apart. So there you have it. This is how I make my wontons. And now you just have to repeat all the steps until everything is done. Once you're done making everything, what I like to do is put them in bags of 10. Put them in Ziploc bags which are airtight, and then chuck them in the freezer. Thanks for cooking with me today. So if you like what you're watching, go over and hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what you want me to cook up next time. Bye bye!